The world was once a beautiful place, full of life and diversity. But now, the future looked desolate and grim. The environmental issues that once were just a warning, now became a reality. The polar ice caps had melted, causing the sea level to rise, and the once lush forests were now barren wastelands. The air was thick with pollution, and the water was contaminated, making it impossible for any form of life to thrive. It all started with the Industrial Revolution, when humans began to rely heavily on technology and machines. The factories belched out thick smoke, polluting the air and water, while deforestation accelerated to make way for new industrial sites and consumer goods. The use of plastic was rampant, with tons of waste ending up in the oceans, harming marine life. Despite warnings from scientists and environmental groups, people continued with their wasteful and destructive ways. They paid little heed to the signs of the impending disaster, like the frequent natural disasters, such as hurricanes, earthquakes, and wildfires. But eventually, the damage became too severe to ignore. The consequences of the environmental degradation were everywhere. People were suffering from respiratory problems and other illnesses due to the polluted air. The once abundant fish and wildlife populations were now on the brink of extinction. The governments finally took notice and began to take measures to combat the environmental crisis. They imposed regulations to reduce pollution, banned the use of certain harmful chemicals, and encouraged the use of clean energy. The people too, began to change their ways. They started to recycle, use environmentally friendly products, and reduce their carbon footprint. However, the damage had already been done, and it was too late to reverse it completely. The world was forever changed, and the future looked bleak. The new generations would have to live in a world where the environment was severely damaged and the consequences of the past mistakes were everywhere. But there was still hope. The people of the world came together to work towards a common goal, to heal the planet and create a sustainable future. They worked hard to restore the damaged ecosystems, clean the contaminated water and air, and preserve the remaining wildlife. The once desolate future began to look brighter, as the people of the world worked hand in hand towards a better tomorrow. In conclusion, the environmental issues were a wake-up call for the people of the world. It was a reminder that the earth was a delicate and fragile place, and it was their responsibility to take care of it. The future was in their hands, and they had the power to shape it for the better.